I'll give you the list. What shall I give it to you?
Okay.
Hello.
Sergeant, yeah, so you're the senior.
I'm the sergeant.
Oh, you're inspector. Oh, excellent. Okay, I've got a camera going. Is that okay? I mean, you are. It is. You are.
There's no issue.
You are. You are working, and you know.
Like I say, if you want to film, all I will say is obviously this is open. It's a community meeting.
Yes.
It's not a meeting about anything specific.
Yeah.
All right. It's about general issues.
Well, it does say issues, doesn't it? Yeah. So we've got what we believe is a major issue that is not being
dealt with. Basically, we've got this sheet of paper we'd like to share into it.
Yeah.
To see if you can shed any light on why we cannot get any answers on this thing. Potentially, it's tragic why we cannot get answers on the site. I mean, this is relative to this meeting tonight.
Yeah, and that's something as well that if it's an answer from the town council you really don't want.
We can't.
Well, it's not. It's not.
We can't force the town council.
It's not a town council. It is a town council issue, but it's not a town council problem. You see.
Is it a police matter?
It's a police matter. Yes, it's a crime. It's a crime. What we're reporting to you now is a crime. Okay?
So I'm guessing it's to do with some of the issues that I've been made aware of.
Yes.
In the past, and obviously, yes.
Oh, that's a good start then.
Yes.
Aware of it.
So I'm aware of it.
So all we'd like to do is we'd like to explain.
Just that there's been an issue ongoing for 3 years, that it's to do with the town council, and there's been reports.
It's
Jen is can I just explain that? Jen, first, okay. So Jen is an ex-councillor, okay?
Yes, yeah.
All right?
Right.
And Alan is an industry specialist in relation to contamination, okay?
Right, okay.
So I'm chairman of a group called Glynneath Residents Against Contamination. Jen's the monitoring officer.
Yeah.
Alan's the treasurer, and the secretary. He's not able to be with us today, but because he's in Wolverhampton. Okay, so
we're contamination specialist.
Yeah, we're a group, okay, who have a good understanding of what's going on up there, and what's going on up there, okay, is almost certainly killing people, okay, and it's not getting dealt with, and we have evidence, okay, that we would like to give to you, okay, that shows incorrect protocol, not protocol, but deliberate
hiding of information.
Yes, the destruction of information, okay. All right, so can we sit down on the table and do this?
This isn't the forum to do that tonight, right?
There is no forum. Look,
but if you were reporting...
But it's 101 is the forum, okay?
101
right?
is the forum.
Yes, 101 is not working, okay? 3 times I've been through 101, it's not happening, okay?
But it's a complaint process you follow then?
This is a complaint process. You were a police officer, okay?
But I'm not here to deal with...
But
obviously, this
you were a police officer, you were a senior police officer.
And what I'm saying to you is I can't go through lots of documentation.
We're not going to documentation.
But you are, you're standing there with sheets of paper.
We're just going to give you documentation and explain to you and explain to you what the exact problem is, and then you can take it on and investigate.
But I can't, because I'm a neighbourhood policing inspector dealing with community issues, so I'm not going to deal with something.
This is a community issue.
No,
so what you're
saying
saying
is, issue.
What you're saying is, Kate, right? What you're saying is that people dying is not a community issue. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not saying that. But what you need to provide is information.
This is
about
what we're
that.
giving.
But I'm not going to take it away tonight, because there's places where you record it, and 101 is that place.
No, 101 is a phone call, okay?
It's where you record it. Yes, it
We've been through 101, okay?
So
101 is not recording it.
So I can come back to you and tell you exactly where that has gone, who's looked at it, who's investigated it. Because if you're telling me you've reported it 3 times, then you must have had some contact from an officer.
Quite reference.
Not really. No.
Well,
Sorry?
you would have.
Yes,
You
we've got 3.
would have.
Okay?
Yeah, but you you said yourself just now, you said 3 years you've been aware of it.
No, I haven't been aware.
You've been made aware that
I've been aware that there's been something. I
Yes.
haven't been made aware through police. It's obviously through contact through Councillor Knoyle.
Right, okay.
Right, well, I'm an ex-councillor, and I'm telling you now that this report came to the table, it came in front of the council, and it was destroyed.
Okay, but that's
So the
you were saying-
information
You were
doesn't...
saying, okay, what you were saying is that you only take information from council members.
No, I
right?
do not. No,
Well, you just
I
said
haven't.
last few
No,
years
I
you didn't.
haven't said. I haven't
You
said
say-
I've only taken information. It's only come to my attention.
Right,
through
okay,
site.
so can I give you some attention, or can you pay some attention to me then, as a person who lives next to a site, okay?
Yes.
That is proven to be contaminated, okay? All right?
So where's-
where people are dying, okay? Can I just, you know, can you just listen to me for like
listen,
five?
listen,
We've been through
I'm
we've been
listening.
through this,
Of course
and
I
it takes
listen.
5-10 minutes the
Of
most,
course I
okay?
listen.
All right, okay. So this is a list of documents that I'm going to give you. I'll do you.
I just gave one of them. I gave a copy
you
to
did?
Andrew, yeah. Yeah.
Right, okay, so do you want to give...
If you tell us about what's in these
Yeah,
documents,
okay,
if you
all right,
tell
okay.
us,
So this...
what they need to be used,
Yeah,
what is
okay.
on the original,
Excellent.
the current numbers you've already got.
Yeah,
You
okay.
can ring in
So,
and ask for an update on that.
well, why don't I get some... So if you're a community inspector, right, okay?
Okay.
So what about I give you the occurrence numbers,
Yes.
maybe,
Yes.
yeah, and you chase that, you
I can have a
find
look
for
at
me,
what's
yeah,
yes, yeah.
yeah, and you contact, and I contact you direct. Is that possible?
Yeah, we can have a discussion direct. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Brilliant. Okay. So can I explain
Brilliant.
this to you then? All right. Okay. So in 2008, so do you want to help us? In 2008, okay, the land was found to be contaminated. Okay. All right.
It was purchased.
The Heol-y-Glyn development, it's a landfill site. It's a former landfill site. Since 1937, it's been a tip basically, like the domestic.
Owned by the Cuddy
Or
Group.
It was owned by the Cuddy Group. Okay, so the council could not give us any information in relation to protocol that was followed in relation to this, to the contamination.
Do you want me to hold that time?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we provided a document to the council, okay, that included a risk assessment
It's up there, is it?
that shows, okay, that the dust on the site should have been suppressed, okay. However, there's no evidence, and the council refused to deal with us or even talk to us to provide evidence that this contamination in 2008 was dealt with properly, okay? So we submitted this to the council, okay? We've not, in 2020, September 2020, we've not responded to this document, okay? And a lot of work went into this document, okay?
We've had no correspondence at all from that. No.
Yes, we have a correspondence which I will cover a little later in one of the other documents, okay? All right, okay? So in 2020, okay, the land was found to be contaminated again, okay? And these red squares
Indicate the level of contaminants.
indicate that the
As verified by
anything is,
Alan Evans.
So
is red.
where's that coming from, though?
Where's this? This is from the council website. Okay?
Right, so that's the
Yeah.
okay.
So everything, all the information I'm going to present to you now, okay, is from the council website, okay, or the two documents have been provided, provided to the council, okay, but they've not been dealt with, okay. So Alan will confirm that this stuff is dangerous.
Absolutely. Arsenic and all sorts of other bloody terrible contaminants. Go back in history to this site. It was originally a Glynneath council ash tip where everybody burned coal and all their ashes went up there. Then all of a sudden when gas came in and things like that and people stopped burning coal, Cuddy bought the site with the intention of building houses on the site. That's what their intention was. They never built one house on the site.
Do you remember the Penrewton Hospital? So there was a hospital in Penrewton, Neath, down by Britain Ferry there, and basically he's dumped the contents of that in that ground, and it was just left there. And then you try to move it on, basically, and there was an investigation done to show that there was contaminants there, and nobody was taking any notice. There was residents' reports that they'd seen bins that were spilling into the soil by now. They'd been there a little while, before they were buried, and they contained liquids. And the water, there was reports that the water was all mucky, and you know, these elderly people that made these reports all those years ago, they're irrelevant. You know, I was a councillor myself. You know, you want an easy ride. When you're a councillor, you want an easy ride. You want everything to go smoothly. You want to action things, and you want to... This has never been actioned by Glynneath Town Council.
Well,
They never... I was at the meetings, and they were closing it down every time. They didn't want to speak about it. I was the only one. I never knew Di, I never knew Alan. I basically came out and said, I know Mr Richards called me a few things, because the frustration with nobody listening to this, I looked at this along with friends of mine who were basically well into this scientifically know that this stuff is happening, and they're telling me this is real, you need to look at this, which I did, and I looked at it and I studied it, and I'm mortified that nobody else is looking at this. There's nowhere else to go. We don't want to come here tonight and take up all of your time. You've only got an hour to speak to residents. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But you must appreciate as well, this is the most concern we're going to have for a long time in Glynneath. Until this is resolved, this is the biggest concern. I know my partner mentioned about parking. That's a concern. But this by far, this is the biggest concern that's happening in Glynneath right now. And nobody's looking at it. The thing is, there are so many people involved in this. It's unbelievable. We've put all the dots together. We've realised how deep this is. Who was on the planning? Who made the? Who authorised these moves? They basically, after Mr Richards told this council that there was toxic elements in this ground.
And people have died, by the way.
Councillor Knoyle had... Carry on.
I'm really conscious. I'm not talking, okay? This isn't a meeting about this
No,
issue.
we're moving on now. Yeah,
She's trying to speak. Can you allow her to speak?
What I can't do is spend the entire meeting speaking about this and giving you...
We're not, sorry. No.
I can't comment
All
on
we want to
it.
give you is documentary evidence that you will pass on to people.
You got this information, okay? Right? So let me just explain as well. So we supplied this to Glynneath Town Council, okay? And the week before, okay, a social media statement was put out by councillors Del Morgan and Simon Knoyle, stating that this document had been responded to correctly. So this document was submitted to them in September 2020, okay? And there is no record. So basically, they are lying to the public. This is public disinformation, okay?
But that then is an issue.
No,
that you
it's
take
not.
Up, no,
It's
but
not
you
a
take with
government
the local,
issue.
You take up with the local authority.
No, it's not.
They are,
It's not. It's not. They are the local authority, okay? They're all working together, okay? They are the local authority.
Because they approve planning
I'm
permission.
not going to the Ombudsman, okay? This is because the Ombudsman can be proven, okay, to be supporting local authority corruption through his actions. Okay?
Why are we here tonight? You've got to ask yourself, though. Why are we here tonight? If anybody was listening.
So on September...
Well, yes, of course we need your attention. We need everybody's attention.
December the 13th, 2020, okay, 2 months after we submitted this document to the council, okay, another member of our group died, okay, of a rare neurodegenerative disorder.
That's true.
Living right next to us.
Only 1 in 100,000 people die, okay, and 2 people in 5 houses die of a neurodegenerative disorder, okay. So we produced the document.
What do you think of that, though?
I can't. I'm not going to comment. I'm not going to comment on
but
it.
so we think, isn't that quite scary, though?
How would you link that death to what's going on?
Because
the information's there.
Okay, so let's look at it in a
poison in the ground.
detective sort of manner. Okay. So what we are providing you with is clues, right? Okay. Right, clues. Okay, so you investigate a clue and you look at it and look at the information. Okay, and if you find that information to be incorrect, okay, then you move on to the next clue, and then eventually you get to the end of the line. Okay, where you arrest a person. Okay, who has caused the death through
ignorance, really, and
through a
heightened.
series of things like misinformation posts, you know. All right, okay. So the end result. You've got to look at the end result here. The end result, okay, are the death of people. All right, okay. That's the end result. Okay. So the crime, okay, I've defined it, okay, for South Wales Police. It's corporate manslaughter. All right, okay. That is the crime. That is a violent crime, and these people, okay, are undertaking violent crimes, okay. And it's not being investigated. Okay, it's not being investigated. Violent crime, and it's not being investigated by the police. Basically, because you can't see what's happening. You can't see what's happening because it's complex. It's extremely complex, but it's a series of incidents, right? Okay, that result in the death of a person, and that is important, isn't it? Will you agree with that? Yeah. So if somebody dies, all right, okay, living 5 doors apart, an extremely rare disorder that can be linked to contamination, all right, okay.
I can't give you any answer on any of this.
You
right
don't?
now.
No.
I can't, because
You haven't got
all
the
I've got at the
information.
moment is what you were saying.
Absolutely.
That's all I-
Exactly. So that's why
I understand
that's
that.
why we want to give you the information so that you can go away and investigate.
This is
You've
not
given-
the forum.
You've already given it new. You've already you said
this
you
is
had
new
three-
information. What I'm giving you now is new
No,
information.
but you said you've had 3 crime numbers.
These are different, yes, the crime numbers, okay. I've reported unlawful killing, all right, okay.
So it's been reported.
But I'm not reporting unlawful killing now. I'm
But you
reporting
are,
a
because that's
crime.
what you're saying,
No,
that's
I'm
cool.
saying, yes, I'm saying that is the end result. What I'm reporting to you now is a crime, all right, okay, that will result in more unlawful killing.
But you can't.
Yes, it can. Yes, because yes, what happens in the future? Let's say for example, okay, somebody's driving down the motorway without brakes. Okay, I'm looking at an analogy here, but say for example somebody's driving down the motorway without brakes. Okay, eventually they're going to hit something, right? Okay, all right. So if you leave contamination, okay.
But that's not a police.
What is a police matter? It is the crimes, that people are committing. Okay, that
If someone was driving down the
that
motorway
cause the
without
death.
brakes, we wouldn't arrest them for something they
No,
could
you don't
not
have
get
to
a
ask
fix.
me to arrest
We
them.
deal with the
but you
brake
arrest
matter.
them if they knew the brakes weren't working. Okay?
Yeah, if we
You'd
knew the
arrest
brakes
them
weren't working, though.
For manslaughter because they killed someone and
So-
they've driven down the motorway with the
That's
set of
changing the
brakes.
analogy you started telling me.
Yeah,
Because
so
you've
like,
been talking
I
about
just
something
said
potentially
you said I was making it up on the hoof, didn't I? Yeah.
We're going
I
completely
think,
off topic.
yeah,
Exactly, okay.
But what I think
So let me
is-
finish this presentation. I've got 3 more documents, okay? All right, okay? So this was submitted to Glynneath Town Council. Jen was in the meeting,
Yeah.
okay?
Yes.
All right, where it was discussed, it wasn't discussed. Only the letter that accompanied the report was discussed.
Didn't want to talk about it.
Okay, the report provides evidence to Glynneath Town Council that people are dying, all right, okay? Through contamination, almost certainly, all right? It provides evidence
So
that
what evidence is it? It doesn't show.
it shows through links, through other incidents of contamination. Okay, that
That's
are
what
very
contaminants
similar,
do.
right,
That's
okay?
what poisons in the ground do.
For something to be linked
So-
for a corporate manslaughter, you have to prove that that death has been caused by that,
Yes.
which you haven't got at this time.
Yes, correct.
but what
I
I'm
agree with
saying-
that.
So you want me to say, okay, I've got absolute proof that people.
For a corporate manslaughter.
All right, you were talking CPS stuff now. Okay? You were taking it, you defining, right? Okay, all right. So say for example, all right, okay, you know, there's contamination in the site, all right, okay. That's proven, all right, okay. The council should follow rules, okay. That's proven, all right, okay. But if the council don't follow rules and the contamination.
It's a complaints process through the council. It's not.
It's
the
not
police,
the complaint.
It is a
If the
complaints
council
process.
complaints process is broken and everybody in the council is covering it up.
But that doesn't mean because you're not getting the answers you want from the council that it becomes a police matter. You
Of
need
course
to
it
go
does.
through that
Dead
channel.
people die.
You've got
People
the
have died.
ombudsman, you should go through, you've got
The
independent.
ombudsman is governance, okay? Now I've proven this, okay? I've proven this to Christina Rees, the MP, right, this week, okay? The ombudsman is a governance process. We are talking crimes, we're talking people dying, all right, okay? If people are dying and you don't investigate it, all right, okay? You need to investigate. You need to investigate the what do I call it? You need to investigate, all right, the fact that people are dying of rare disorders that can be linked to contamination. You're not going to understand it now, okay? All right. Health and safety here.
Can I ask a question though? If there was a barrel of toxic waste over there up against the wall seeping onto this floor right now, would that be a police matter?
Not. It would be a concern.
We would be
there and then.
involved.
We'd
Or
be
would be
involved.
concerned.
But
We'd be involved and we'd assist the health. and
Yeah,
safety.
because nobody has died yet.
And
But
environmental
what if
health to
somebody
dispose
died
of
of it?
that, to get rid of it and clear out and we'd ensure the safety of
So that's what we're
But what
saying.
if somebody died
But
of
they
it?
would be the legal not us.
Would that
We
be a
would assist
policeman?
them.
But you'd have to prompt it and say, you've just seen
So
that
if
there.
somebody died of a rare disorder,
No, but we
caused
know
some
that there's
poison,
barrels of toxic
you
waste
wouldn't
in the
investigate
ground.
it.
I'm sorry.
And it's seeping into the
I
ground.
don't understand what
And then-
the
and
question
then-
is. Because
Two
Sorry.
people next to that site have died through rare, degenerative, poisonous
But you
disorders.
can't prove that they've died of that because
We
they're
can
linked
absolutely
to
prove it.
it.
Absolutely
No,
prove it.
but you have to the death certificate, and then you go into the words of the
So,
coroner
say for
there.
example, okay, right, you
Go
have a
into the words
murder,
of
you have
the
a murder, right, you have a murder, okay, all right, okay, somebody's been shot, okay, all right, okay, somebody's been shot, all right, and you know that somebody's been shot, okay, when you find the gun, what do? You test it for fingerprints.
What are you asking to test us for fingerprints?
No, what I'm asking you to do, okay, is to understand that this is a process, okay? People die, you investigate. Somebody says, look, these people have died because they've been poisoned, all right, okay? You go and investigate.
But that's what needs to be raised. At that point of death,
This
it should
is
be
what
raised
we've
through
done.
the
This
coroner.
is what we've been
It should be
doing.
raised
for
through the
three-
coroner.
So how do you go to the coroner? How do you know? All right, okay, all right, people.
Thing is, you need councillors at this level
Right.
to listen as well and to
People
prove us wrong.
destroyed-
You need them to
destroyed
prove us
the
wrong.
document, okay?
They need to prove us wrong.
That provides
That's what they need to do.
information.
But that's not for
okay?
us to make them listen to you.
That
No, but they're
That
getting
shows
rid
the
of
people are dying,
evidence
okay? Death
which we are
certificates.
supplying.
all right?
I was a councillor. They were throwing them in the bin.
Death
What did you do about
People are dying.
Did you see them do
okay?
that?
No, they said
not a
two
question
councillors
of-
in Glynneath on video
Of
footage.
sort of brushing it under the table. It's a
stated
question of,
on video footage
well,
on the
these people might have a point.
21st of September 2021.
You
They
put
were
in
asked,
blocks
where's
up,
the
so you're doing,
report?
standing there,
And
you
they
put in
went, oh, we
blocks up
don't
as
know.
people are dying.
And then
as
when
people
we
are-
went into closed session,
you're standing there, okay? and
someone
you-
told
you
me
look at you
they
smiling
went
at me.
straight in the
Okay,
bin.
I
Because the way
understand.
it's
okay,
very
I
frustrating.
understand
This
that,
is a
that's fine.
very, very
But
frustrating
understand,
issue.
Okay, that we are not
But
stupid
it's-
people.
I'm not. I've never once
It's
said
not going to
you
go
were
away.
stupid people.
Ah, yes, exactly.
It's going to
So
get
what
bigger
are
and
we
bigger
doing standing
because we
there,
can't
right?
get the
If-
local
if it
council,
wasn't-
although you say it's
if it
not.
wasn't something going on,
I'm not going to
right,
speak over
okay?
it.
So rather than saying, you know, I've been talking to Simon Knoyle for 3 years. How about I talk to the residents who report crimes? Okay?
So yeah, and that's what we're doing. We're standing here. We're allowing you the time to talk to us.
Thank you very much. Yeah. So 2
Is
letters.
there any way then that we can have a communication line with you? Because you've come here.
And a letter that shows provides
no,
evidence
one,
okay, that that report was
Done
destroyed.
it.
Okay?
Sorry?
Neath Town Council, heading notepaper. Okay, a letter that shows evidence. All right. Okay, that people they destroyed a document. Okay, Neath Town councillors destroyed a document. Okay, that provides evidence that people are almost certainly dying of poison. So do you think that's something that might be investigated?
I tell you a good way to solve this argument here right now.
It's not an argument.
No. It's a discussion. That was sold in 2008. That land, right? 2 companies have bought that land since, and as soon as they've had it and they've tested it, they've flown out the back door. That land has been left like that for how long? 12 years?
No, it's 2017, 2018.
Right, 2018.
So-
You got to ask the question why nobody's building on it. Everybody's building on any bit of land.
They've given planning permission to build on it.
So we won't. I'm not going to shout or it's not a place. It isn't. No, I'm not going to.
And obviously, we've listened to you, okay?
Yeah,
it's an issue. Thank you.
I've listened.
Thank you.
Okay?
Can you explain who you are, please?
I am Lindsey Sweeney. I'm the local policing inspector for Neath.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you for listening to us.
Sweeney.
No, you know I get a sense of it.
Sweeney, God.
No, it's nice to
I'm
be
Sergeant
listened to.
Matthew Jones. I'm the Neath-Port Policing Sergeant for Glynneath, Pontardawe and Sgriven.
It just needs to be taken seriously.
If you get a
It's
spare
not gonna-
half an hour or so,
So if I
have a look at
provide
these
you
various
information, okay, can you get back to me on?
With the, if you give me the occurrence
Can I?
numbers that
Can you give me
had,
contact details, please?
yeah, I'll give you contact details. Obviously, I'm not going to.
No.
Say
There's a
numbers
pencil
now,
over there. Are they? Whose pencils are
Do you want
those?
to write it down?
Right.
Because you're not taking it away.
Shall I? Wait a second. Can I borrow one of these and I'll put it back?
Or what I would ask is a contact number for either yourself or Mr. Richards, and I will get in contact with you in the next couple of weeks.
Could we possibly take a contact number though?
I can't give you a specific number because it's through 101. It's through 101.
So how would we reach out to you particularly then if we needed to contact you in particular?
When I contact you, I'll give you details. All right. So when I contact you first, now I'll give you the details.
Okay, Lindsay. Okay, wait a second. I'm looking for a blank piece of paper and I can't find one. They've all been used. This is so frustrating because, yeah, I'll just put it on here.
Take it on there.
Okay. So,
What I've said is I'll contact you next week, right? I haven't got cards, I haven't got my number on me now, right? And I will give you, if you give me contact details,
I'll actually give you mine anyway.
Yeah.
I apologise. Do you know what? We care about these people as well. Which is why we're here. We care about them. Like you care about them, we care about them as well. This isn't wasted time. Trust me. Andrew, I've known you a long time. I wouldn't be passionate about this if I didn't believe in it. Unfortunately, it's got to the stage of nobody's Oh, you got that? Do you want to take it?
Yeah, I'll take that.
I'm sorry to say that.
No, that's fine.
It's like
On the 21st of May 2021, we still had not heard from Inspector Sweeney, so we sent her a communication by video that contained information relating to our meeting and additional information relevant to the presentation we were attempting to make. To view this video, please search YouTube for Inspector Lindsey Sweeney 101 Video Communication from Glynneath Residents Against Contamination, or click on the link in the description. Information about the crime we attempted to report can be seen on this video. Jerry Reynolds, Glynneath Councillor, Violent Crime Report to South Wales Police. Glynneath Residents Against Contamination Group.